Most women don't avoid the aging in place conversation because they're irresponsible. They avoid it because getting started feels like surrendering, like waving a white flag over the version of themselves that they're afraid they're becoming. If you've had that thought, I understand it completely. I also want to show you today why the truth about home modifications for aging in place is almost the exact opposite of this. When you picture yourself installing grab bars or rethinking your bathroom layout, something tightens. It feels like you're planning for your decline, getting ahead of something that you'd rather not admit is coming at all. And that makes complete sense. Most of us have seen aging in place done the other way, in a hurry, after something went wrong, for someone already in their 80s, like a plastic shower seat at the last minute. A guest bathroom remodeled fast so that now, if we're honest, it looks a little like a hospital room. That version of aging in place is reactive. It happens to you. And of course, you want to stay as far away from that picture as possible. What I'm asking you to do today is to look at a different picture. Preparing your home thoughtfully on your own timeline while you feel well and have real choices. That is not the reactive picture. It's the opposite of that. A few examples I keep coming back to. You don't use a seatbelt because you believe that you're going to crash. You do it to prevent serious injury in the unlikely event that you do have an accident. My dad, in fact, installed seatbelts in our family car back in the 60s before they were required by law. Not because he expected to crash, but because he was someone who thought ahead and protected what mattered to him, his family riding alongside him. Or what about a gardener who prepares her soil in the fall, just as plants are dying off and everything's going dormant? She's not giving up on spring. She's making sure that when spring comes, it arrives exactly the way she wants it to in her garden, on her terms. I realized another analogy just the other day. I packed a bag to go see my son and his wife in Seattle. I wasn't dreading the journey. I was looking forward to it, especially to seeing my grandson. And by taking what I needed for the weekend, I was making sure that I was free to enjoy my time away from home. None of these examples is about fear. All of them are about intention, about planning ahead. There's a real difference between responding to something and choosing it ahead of time. That difference matters more than almost anything else in how it feels. You know, when women who've prepared their homes describe what it felt like, they never say sad. What they almost always say is clarifying, like finally making a real decision about something they've been carrying around in their heads for a long time. So not grief, clarity, taking charge of something important. Because when you approach this as a choice, it feels like a choice, something that you do, not something that happens to you. Instead of, why do I have to think about this? What if the question were, what would it mean to approach this as a deliberate choice? Not a response to aging, a proactive choice. That's what the women who've actually done this did. And it made all the difference in how the experience went for them. Before I see you next week, I'd love to know something. What makes this topic hard to start for you? When aging in place comes to mind, what's the first thing that comes up? The thought, the feeling, the image. Please leave it in the comments. I read all of them, and I want to understand where you actually are with this, not just where I assume you might be. Next week, I'm going to show you how small changes can make a big difference. Until then, live well, age well, on your terms.